Hi friends, welcome to another RedditRev episode. Please subscribe and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content, and please share it with your friends if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Also, please leave me a comment to let me know what you think of the episode. Now let's get started with today's stories.
I cheated on my husband of 13 years. Trying to work things out. I cheated on my husband not once, but twice. Here's the story. We have been married for 13 years and have 2 kids. We are both 34. Somewhere along the way, things got stale, as they do after you have kids, get comfortable in your roles with each other, etc. In this staleness, my husband became married to his work. He is very good at what he does, and making money. I know at first, he was making a better life for me and my kids, but at one point, it became about his success and how far he could go. I have always appreciated his work ethic and desire to provide for us, and he was extremely good at it. He began pushing us away and had even gone as far as to say he wasn't sure if he was in love with me, but just comfortable with our relationship. I didn't read too much into that at first because I knew that this must be something all long-term couples go through. But it began to weigh on me. I threw myself at him, I bought lingerie, I made little surprises through the day for him, I texted love notes, blah blah blah. I begged for counseling, but he refused time and again. And then I realized he was married to his job. He was out of town half the time, and when he was home, he was firmly planted on the couch, playing video games or surfing Reddit. He gets a job offer that will move us away. I asked him not to take it. The money wasn't much more and would have uprooted our family. He decided to take it, put our house on the market and travel back home on the weekends. Shortly after he took the job was the first time I cheated on him. I had been in contact with an ex-boyfriend from high school. I had no sexual attraction to him, it was truly just friendship. He was visiting my town, and I agreed to go see a show with him. From the moment we saw each other again, sexual tension was high. We got drunk, I kissed him and ended up sleeping with him that night. I knew it was wrong. I had no intention of it happening and the guilt was crushing. At the same time, it was exhilarating to be desired again. We continued to chat on FB, Skype, talk on the phone occasionally. I eventually began pushing him away and ignoring his sexual talk. And then, it was just over. We still would chat occasionally on FB, but it was always short and no hints of sex. I never intended to tell my husband. The next time it happened, a friend of a friend expressed interest in me. Our mutual friend said, "Stay away, she's married." Well, he didn't. We became Facebook friends, and eventually I slept with him, too. This went on for about 2.5 months. He ended it because he wanted to start dating someone who was actually available. I didn't want it to end. I was so caught up in the bubble of being desired and fulfilled. We stayed friends, and still spent a good deal of time together, though not sexually. My husband decided to check my internet history because he was suspicious of our friendship. He found evidence, confronted me. I denied it at first, but I came clean about him. I didn't give all the details, and we both went through the harrowing experience of him prying it all out of me. He decides to take me to a polygraph exam. I failed it and we went through another round of him prying details out of me about the other affair. Now it's all out in the open. We have been going through counseling, and things are honestly better all the time. He is a more attentive father and husband, and I am being transparent and honest with him about everything. I let him check my phone records, texts, internet history. He has access to all my emails. I don't complain about this at all, I understand it and am willing to be an open book. I also signed a post-nup that takes my name off the house and everything else we own. I know that probably wasn't a smart move, but I thought it would be a huge step in gaining his trust back. This has all happened over the past 7 months. Last week, he asked me to submit to another polygraph, out of the blue. I am resistant to taking it because I feel like it's not constructive, it doesn't move us forward. He feels like there's something else I'm not telling him because he had to drag everything else out of me. I feel like if I take it, it's just going to hamper his healing, and keep him from learning to trust again. I am terrified of failing it, though I will be telling the truth. I know that we will never be the same again. I make no excuses for my choices. They were wrong and I feel horrible. We are both mourning the death of our relationship and the death of what our relationship could have been. I truly believe that we love each other and want to be together and can have a new future. I don't know if we can do that if he doesn't take a leap of faith. TLDR. I cheated on my husband with 2 men because I was selfishly feeling neglected and we're trying to find a way to help him trust me again. How can I help him heal? How can I deal with the soul-crushing guilt?
I hope you enjoyed our video. It's always a pleasure creating these stories, and if you liked what you saw, please take the time to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already done so. Sharing with your friends is also greatly appreciated. Let me know in the comments section below what you think of our videos. I'm all ears. Be sure to check back soon for more original Reddit stories every day on RedditRev. Until then, stay awesome, my friend.